Hi everyone, in this video we'll see some more problems based on three-phase synchronous generator. It Here we have one problem, a two-pole three-phase alternator running at 3000 rpm, ns is equal to 3000 rpm, has 42 slots with two conductors per slot. Calculate the flux per pole required to generate line voltage of 2300 volts. Assume Kd is equal to 0.952 and Kp is equal to 0.956. Here no need of calculating the Kd and Kp, right? So here first you write the given data. P is equal to 2, Ns is equal to 3000 rpm. Slots is equal to 42, number of conductors per slot is equal to 2. So Kd and Kp also values also is given, right? So EL is equal to 2300, Kd and Kp. Kd is equal to 0.952 and Kp is equal to 0.956. So this is the problem is given. So here we have to find out f. So what you have to find out pi. Before going to find out the pi, we have to find out f and tph and eph. So here how we will find out the flux per pole is from the induced EMF formula, right? So EPH is equal to 4.44 f pi tph kp kd, right? From that formula, pi is equal to EPH by 4.44 f tph kp kd. So here EPH I will find out EL by root 3, right? And F we will calculate from the synchronous speed. Ns is equal to 120 f by p. F is equal to p ns by 120. So 2 into 2300 divided by 120 is equal to 50 hertz. You will get F value, right? So next one ZPH equal to Z by 3, right? So Z is equal to 42 into 2, 84 by 3 is equal to 28. TPH is equal to ZPH by 2, that is equal to 14. So substitute F, TPH, EPH and KPKD values in this formula. You will get pi flux per pole is equal to 0.469 Webers, right? This is the answer. So next problem. A three-phase star-connected synchronous generator driven at 9000 rpm is required to generate a line voltage of 460 volts at 60 Hz on open circuit. The stator has two slots per pole per phase and 4 conductors per slot. Calculate the number of poles and useful flux per pole. So here what you have to find out P and P value. So P value you have to find out and flux per pole pi value you have to find out. So P value we will find out Ns. So first you write the given data. These are the values are given. Ns is equal to 120 f by p. P is equal to 8 you will get. So Q value is given, right? So number of slots per pole per phase is 2 slots per pole per phase, right? So Q is equal to 2, N is equal to Q into 3, number of slots is equal to N into P. So 48 slots you will get, and TPH is equal to ZPH by 2. So ZPH is Z by 3. Z value you got it 192, right? 192 slots, 192 conductors we got, and TPH is equal to 32 will get alpha is equal to 180 by N. So 180 by 6 is equal to 30 degrees. Kd we find out using formula sin q alpha by 2 by q into sin alpha by 2. So we will get 0.965 and EPH is equal to L by root 3. So 265.6 we will get EPH. So assume Kp is equal to 1. So nothing is mentioned about short circuit now. That's what Kp value we have to assume 1, and EPH value formula 4.44 F by TPH Kp Kd. So then pi is equal to EPH by 4.44 F TPH Kp Kd. So substitute EPH, F, TPH, Kp, Kd here. So finally we will get useful flux per pole is 0.0322 Webers. So this is one of the important problem they asked in January 2008. Also other exams also they asked. So here one more problem. A 3-phase 50 Hz 16 pole alternator with star connected winding has 144 slots with 10 conductors per slot. Flux per pole is 24.8 milliwebers and sinusoidally distributed. The coils are full pitch. Find the speed. Second one, line EMF. Assume winding factor Kd is equal to 0.96. So first you write the given data. Given data is F is equal to 50 Hz, P is equal to 16, slots is equal to 144, conductors per slots is equal to 10, Kd is equal to 0.96, pi is equal to 24.8 milliwebers. What you have to find out synchronous speed Ns is equal to 120 F by P, already we know, right? Substitute the F and P values, you will get Ns value 375 RPM. So then what you have to find out EL, line EMF. Line EMF is equal to root 3 into EPH formula. So according to that formula, first you find out the EPH, then you can calculate the EL here, right? So EPH is equal to 4.44 F by TPH Kp Kd, you know formula, right? So Kp is assume 1, already all values are given in problem given data itself. So only TPH is not given. TPH you calculate 240, substitute and find out the EPH. 1268.5 volts will get. And since winding is star connected, EL is equal to root 3 EPH, substitute the EPH here and we will get 2197 volts EL, line voltage value. Okay, so these are the different problems. And one more problem we'll see here. So sometimes they may ask this type of problems also. An 8-pole 3-phase 120 slots alternator has distributed armature winding. Calculate the distribution factor Kd. So here number of poles is 8, slots is equal to 120, right? So what is the formula for distribution factor? So Kd. So you know, right, Kd is equal to sin q alpha by 2 by q into sin alpha by 2. So we need q alpha values here. So q is equal to n by 3. N is equal to number of slots per pole. Number of slots is equal to 120 by 8 is equal to 15 you will get. So q is equal to n by 3. So q value 15 by 3, that is equal to 5 will get. Alpha is equal to 180 by n. So 1 to 1 link here. So one value you can calculate, other value you can also calculate. So you have to remember all formulas here. 180 by n, 180 by 15, that is equal to 12 degrees. So substitute q alpha values in this relation. So sine of 5 into 12 by 2 by 5 sine 12 by 2, right? Here you will get Kd is equal to 0.9567, that is the answer. So here one more theory question is here. Sometimes they may ask in the examination, write the advantages of rotating field or write the advantages of stationary armature winding. So here we have some advantages. So field is rotating, armature conductors are stationary. So these following advantages we have. One is easy construction, number of slip rings are less. So since rotating field is required only 2. Suppose armature winding rotates means we need 3. So the number of slip rings are required is less, and better insulation to armature. So since it is a stationary, that's what a better insulation we can give. Reduced rotor weight and rotor inertia. So here so field winding is DC supply. So DC supply is required 2 slip rings, and so we can reduce the rotor weight and rotor inertia. So improved ventilation arrangement. So armature winding is stationary, so we can give more ventilation to the armature winding for cooling purpose. And also finally, so due to rotating field, the synchronous generator is economical than the DC generator. So these are the advantages of rotating field, right? Thank you.